guys, and welcome back. Today is the day after the storm, the 2nd of February in the year 2021, and the temperature is now 33 degrees Fahrenheit and the time is 1:12 p.m.
And we're at 611 Northern Boulevard in Great Neck, Long Island, New York.
And as you can see, it is snowing out here on the island. I'm not sure how long we will be having snow, but for now we are indeed having it. You see all those piles of snow? Look at those over there.
Yeah, I see snow clouds look like they push the snow up into little mountains.
This is a lot of snow. There goes a pickup truck with a plow on the front of it. We're now on Blvd Road.
I really like this winter wonderland out here right now. All this nice white snow. I wanted to see a nice snowfall before the winter disappeared, and this is good. And you look at these roads, they have really, whoever did these roads did a really good job on them.
Yeah, and even though it's now February, but to me it is looking like Christmas.
Yeah. Yep, and 32 degrees is not bad. It's only at the fringe of freezing, so it feels comfortable even when you're standing out in it.
Yeah, and even though we're talking about snowstorm, but I have to use this opportunity to wish my nephew in Jamaica, West Indies, a happy birthday, and also someone I know in person and on YouTube, Shauna K's Motivational Breeze. Shauna K, have yourself a happy birthday. She's in Dubai. I hope both of you live to see many more happy, healthy, and wealthy birthdays.
Ditto.
Farm lane to my right.
You know something else I'm really liking about this?
What?
There are so few cars on the road, or at least at this point. Yesterday there was an emergency. The mayor declared an emergency, snow emergency, and so he had asked all vehicles except essential vehicles and emergency vehicles to stay off the road. Yeah. And I see some people are still taking that advice today, and a lot of people are not out here driving. And truthfully, some people shouldn't be out here driving because they really don't know how to drive.
Yeah, a lot of them don't understand driving through snowy roads, especially those off roads that are not like main boulevard or parkways and stuff. They don't understand how to navigate the snow because people have to clear their driveways and walkways. So when they throw the snow on the road there, a lot of people don't understand how not to get the wheel on the heap of it and keep slipping off.
Right, and spinning. Yeah, that happened to me earlier this morning when I pulled the car out of the garage, and I was wondering why this car in front of me was just standing there. You know what I'm saying? Why don't he just go? And so I kind of got out the car after a while, and I took a look, and he had gone up onto a mound of snow. Well, evidently snow that people had thrown in there after shoveling out. And he did not really know how to get up the momentum to go over that snow to keep going going free. So everybody just don't know how to drive in this kind of snow. And for those who don't, it's better if they would leave their cars home.
And at the moment we're in Lake Success, still on Blvd Road. vision.
Oh,
So,
that one
yeah.
that GNPS meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to my right here is Lake Road. This is so beautiful.
It is not very nice.
And where those vehicles are turning over that side there to my left, they are heading for the Grand Central Parkway.
Yeah, this is a northern state right here, which goes right into Grand Central.
Yeah, we're now crossing Marcus Avenue. Now this kind of reminds me of being on a farm, a tractor.
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
Yeah.
I saw the writing on the back of his jacket. It says GNPS, so he's evidently from
And it's a
Great
John
Neck.
Deere, John Deere tractor.
Yeah, Great Neck Public School. That's where everybody was
Okay,
from.
yeah. Most farm tractors have plows on it. They don't have a loader thing on the front like that, unless they're using it for something like that.
And that's a salt spreader on the back, huh?
I don't know what it
Yeah, that's
is.
a salt spreader, yeah.
Long Island Jewish Medical Center to my right. Over there you have the Katz Women's Hospital. That's KATZ. I was admitted there once. They have really good people working there, really professional and caring people. And we're now on Hewlett Street.
And this is Union Turnpike and Hewlett Street.
So we'll be getting onto Union Turnpike. And this is also the road for the Q46 bus that runs all the way out to where? Help me out there.
Kew Gardens, Union Turnpike and Queens Boulevard.
Okay, good, thanks. You know, when I was doing my video of the snowstorm in December, when was it? The 16th or the 17th of December? It was sometime there. And I was saying, I think we're going to get another snowstorm. In one of my videos, I was saying that at the time I was on Junction Boulevard. And I was saying, I think we will be getting another snowstorm in 2021. And then I was even saying, I don't want to be too positive about it and then it don't happen. But now when I see this one, I feel good, like, yeah, I was right, you know, this really happened, because I was hoping to see another snowstorm, and then this one is a massive one, because the one we had in 2020, the snow that was expected, the accumulation for that one was between 12 to 14 inches, and we did get that with wind gusts at 65 miles per hour. This one here we had between 14 to 22 inches with wind gust of 45 miles per hour. Some places it was higher, but at the same time, I'm really happy to see all this. You know. And there goes the Q46.
So you tell me, how would you like to work for the Weather Channel? Seems like you make some pretty good predictions here.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a lucky guess. Glen Oaks Medical and Dental Professionals. That's the building over there to my left. And right beside it you have the Glen Oaks Volunteer Ambulance Corps. That's at Union Turnpike on 257th Street.
I remember seeing guys years ago that worked for the volunteer ambulance service in Corps, and when I think the siren went off and they got alarms on their phones, and in the middle of the job they just let the boss know they had to go, put on their coats and stuff, and were gone.
I think volunteering is really good because it helps to build team and build communities and build nation on a whole. Because sometimes, of course, money is important, but sometimes volunteering, you get to meet people, you create a network, and by doing so you end up getting a job if you didn't have one. I remember I used to volunteer at a school before I started working there, and because I volunteered there, when they had a job opening, then I was the first choice for the job, and I was qualified to do the job, and I already had like 3 years experience from volunteering at the school. Yeah.
You know, that happened to me also, a little bit different. I worked for a security company, and they placed me in a company called Toshiba, and you know, it was in that warehousing area, and the guys were operating the forklifts, and they were making the orders, they were shipping and receiving, and I just liked doing that kind of work, and so every now and then I would help the guys out, and then the managers at the place saw me working, and they couldn't just take me directly from their account, but they said, no, if you're resign, and you got to give like a week or something between the time you resign and the time that they
Pause for class. Commonwealth Boulevard.
Yeah, and I gave them that time, that downtime, and they called me, and I worked with them for something like 7 or 8 years after that.
Okay.
Yeah, another reason volunteers is really good, volunteering service, because the budget on a lot of different companies can't afford to hire as many workers as they actually need. And so that volunteering, you know how they say many hands make the work light?
Yeah, and once you have the time, why not gain the experience?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're now in Glen Oaks, Queens, 11004. That's the zip code.
And I think this is Creedmoor State Hospital on my right.
I'm not sure what it is, but whatever it is, it's a massive building.
Yeah, I believe it's Creedmoor.
And we're now crossing Winchester Boulevard, driving alongside Alipon Park to my right.
I remember being here.
And we're now in Belrose Manor. And here you can get the QM6 and the 36 bus. With the Q46 as well. And across the street there is Stronghurst Avenue. Outside in there, so I'm not going to force her. We're now crossing Springfield Boulevard. Yeah, she'd rather to stay inside and lay beside me, so I'm not going to force her. And as soon as I decide to snack, she say, okay, yeah mommy, we're ready. Yeah. If I get up like 1 o'clock in the night and she's sleeping really hard, she's sleeping, I can go to the bathroom and walk around in the house and she will not get up But if I want her to wake up, I just get a piece of aluminum foil or a bag or something and ruffle it. And right there, she's like, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Ready to eat, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes I do it for fun. Sometimes I think it's mean to do it, but I do it for the fun of it. And we're about to cross Bell Boulevard.
And Bell Boulevard to our right will take us over into Bayside. No, as a matter of, yeah, Bayside takes us all the way down to Fort Totten, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
You notice the further we get away from the island, the lighter the snow is falling.
Yeah, it seems that way, right? That's the way it is, yeah.
New York 11427.
I am really surprised. Queens Village, okay.
Crossing Francis Lewis Boulevard. And you know, we're now in Black History Month, so now is the time when a lot of people are highlighted and, you know, being rewarded and commemorated in some ways for their bravery. Like when I hear of Black History Month, for me, I remember Rosa Parks, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King Jr., Marcus Garvey, Nanny of the Maroons, Paul Bogle. You know, those people, those persons I just mentioned, those are Jamaican national heroes.
Oh, okay.
Marcus Garvey, Paul Bogle, and Nanny of the Maroons, she was a heroine. Yeah, so those people, you know, those are who come to my mind when I hear of Black History Month.
Okay.
Yeah. And Malcolm X, of course. And the cross street in front of us is 188th Street.
And now you can add Vice President Kamala Harris to that list.
Yeah, she's a hero for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And we're now in Fresh Meadows. Yeah, you have heroes of all different colors. It's just that this month is Black History Month. Yeah, but you have heroes, and you have heroes every day around us. And as they have that saying, not all heroes wear cape, and not all heroes get recognition, but we have a lot of heroes around us.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah, and some people make the mistake of having an icon and idolizing them as a hero, which is not. A hero and an icon can be the same person, but when one is just an icon and they're not really a hero to anybody, then they're not a hero. So you being my icon doesn't make you my hero.
I hear you.
There goes a snowplow. (179th Street). You got to drive slow behind them because they'll just swerve and they're doing whatever they're doing. and supermarket to my right. You know, this morning I saw a car that was completely covered in snow. Yeah, and it's not that the snow that fell did that. It was partially covered, but people who took their car out from in front and behind, and those who shoveled the sidewalk, just say, okay, let me cover this up. Yeah.
And if it was on the right side of the street, the snowplow did its part too.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, I think one of the worst things that can happen during a snowstorm when it comes to digging out your car out of the snow is when you have like your car parked right next to your house or on another block, and you in your head tell yourself, okay, this is right where I park my car, and you go there and you dig out your car, and when you dig it out and look, it's not your car. And especially if it's a car very similar, because in your head you're sure. So somebody would say, why you didn't check the plate or check something? No, I'm sure it's my car, so I'm digging out. But when you try to open it, then you realize it's not your car.
You done all that work, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember once I had gone to visit a friend and I left the car home because it was walking distance. No, I'm sorry, I drove the car there, right? And so when I left, I was, so close home, I just walked home.
And leave the car.
And so the next day when I went to get my car out of the garage, and I opened up the garage door, and I'm like, oh my God, somebody stole my car. And I had to really stand and think, when. And then I remembered I had left the car around in front
that's
from the
funny.
inside. Yeah.
That's really funny.
Another thing about digging your car out of a deep snow mountain, as soon as you pull it out, somebody else comes and pulls right in that spot.
Yeah.
I remember once digging my car out, and what I did was I took the pile of snow and put it right back in the spot
just
where I got the car. I just to say that parking spot. I put it back in the mound, kind of, because it was in front of the house. I figured, this is my spot. I should have this spot.
Yeah.
And so when I came back,
crossing Parsons Boulevard.
I got it.
Okay. In a way that's selfish, but it's kind of good.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta look out for you. It's looking so different over here. I guess with the snow closing the street in.
Main Street. Yesterday and today are 2 days when you can say for sure that the men working on the road here took a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, because believe me, they're on it. Winter, summer, spring. Oh, the house here, it's a bit of trouble. The winter, spring, summer, and fall. They're on the street and the road they're working.
Remember that song that said, winter, spring, summer, and fall. All you have to do is call.
And I'll be there.
And I'll be there.
In a hurry.
You got a friend. Now you can say winter, spring, summer, fall. All you have to do is call. I'll be there.
shovel and all. That's a good one. And we're now in Flushing. That's the Long Island Railroad up above our head there. And we're now on Grand Central Parkway.
See a car stuck on the left-hand side of the road there with his hood up. Wow, not a good place to be.
And we're driving alongside Meadow Lake. The lake is frozen and you can see the snow on it.
That looks nice.
Yeah.
Wow. I wouldn't step on it though.
No way.
Not frozen. Now, if it were, say, 20 degrees for like a couple of weeks or a few weeks, then you could have some nice thick ice there.
Well, even if it was 20 below for a year, I'm not
I
stepping
wouldn't
in
trip
it.
on.
But it's all frozen. At least from what I'm seeing. And people over there enjoying the park, just the same.
Cars are really throwing up quite a bit of salty water on the rear tires.
I haven't been in the park now for like 2 weeks. Yeah, if this week finish and I don't go there, then it will make 3 weeks. So I'm going to try and go there before this week ends.
Oh yeah, you should have gotten some snow over there.
Well, then I
That would have been nice. You did get.
Yeah, I did go there, so
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on going there. But what I did last night, I went to East Elmhurst, I went to Corona, and no, I didn't go to Astor. I was planning going to Astor, but I didn't. Yeah, so I did go out and got some videos. And we're now going under the number 7 train track. Yeah, it is still snowing, but not as hard as it was out on the island. And we're passing the World's Fair Marina Restaurant. And we're also going up to exit 7, where if you want to get into LaGuardia Airport, then you could take exit 7 there. That exit there give you easy access to Terminal C and D. over there. I think a plane just landed or one is about to go out. You see how that coming from over there?
Yes, okay.
It's an American airline.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it, but I'm not sure if it just landed or if it's taking off.
Oh boy, you know something? I've used my washer fluid so much, I think I ran out of it.
Yeah, well, we just have to try and keep a bit back from the vehicles, because when they start to speed up, it blows the salt onto the windshield.
Right.
If we weren't doing the video, then we wouldn't have to be doing that. But to be able to see outside, that's what we have to do that.
Clearly, yeah.
And we're now in Jackson Heights. And this bus here is a Q104, sunny side to where?
Broadway.
So we're at the corner of 82nd Street and 24th Avenue. And this is where Astoria?
Astoria Boulevard, yes.
Okay. In front of us there you have the Airway Inn at LaGuardia. Normally before the coronavirus, these places would be so packed. You have to book months ahead.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people would use Airbnb because most of these places are even further over to my left you have the Avian Inn.
Right.
Yeah, most of those places, and even 94th Street where you have all those hotels and motels and inns,
Mm-hmm.
and those places will be packed. But I guess we all suffered last year into now because of the coronavirus.
Well, tell me, do you think the prices have gone down in those places now that they...
I know a lot of them have specials at the moment. A lot of them have specials, and they have been having specials to attract people and to keep up, keep afloat.
Right.
Yeah. And I will be ending my video here on Astoria Boulevard in East Elmhurst, Queens, New York. Please remember to subscribe and see you soon.